You know, the sad thing about being so exhausted from working so much is that right next to me over here, I have a table just full of stuff that I want to do reviews on, and I don't have the time or the energy to do it. To be fair, some of the things I've had on my desk for like a year maybe waiting to actually do unboxing and review of, but I just haven't gotten around to it, so that's kind of ridiculous. Anyway, not really the point of this video. Just remember, I'm tired, and yeah, I have lots of video ideas I just can't get to. But hopefully, by the end of the year, I will not be working as much, and I can get around to them. I think that's it. Roll the thing. Hey guys, Sean here. So this past Monday was my birthday, and I spent the morning, well, actually it was the afternoon, I guess, technically. I spent the afternoon at a Lindsey Stirling concert. Well, technically, two Lindsey Stirling concerts. Let me explain. So there's this company called Weave, and they partnered with Lindsey Stirling to put on a virtual concert. I don't know if it's the first virtual concert that's ever been done. I would doubt that it is, because Japan exists, so there's that. But essentially, what they did was they had Lindsey Stirling in a mocap suit, and they had an avatar that she was controlling with her movements. And, well, let's just take a look at some stuff here. So first off, let's take a look at Jessica Breslow's Instagram stories. Jessica Breslow is Lindsey Stirling's manager. So as you can see here from her Instagram stories, this is what it looked like. So she was in a motion capture suit. It looks like they're just like in a hotel suite somewhere. They have this projection on the wall. They have cameras pointed at her, and what she is seeing is what the world is seeing, essentially. And so here you can see image of what it looked like on Twitch if you were watching it on Twitch. And here is her actually performing. And as you see on the wall behind her there, that is what everyone is seeing, is there's an avatar that is of her that is mimicking every single movement she does. And now here we have more from what the Twitch stream looked like, and her, what she's actually doing. And then this is the last part of it here, where she is able to, well, yeah, everything I've just said. So what did it look like for people that were watching it? Well, here is from the YouTube live stream of it. Here she is answering questions that are being asked from the audience. The questions that are being asked are appearing as stars in the sky there, you can see, and people responding and stuff, and she's responding to all of them because she can see all of them on the wall, as we had seen previously. And then here we have her performing the song that became her first mega hit. This is the song that made her famous on YouTube, and as you can see in the corner, they have the camera on showing you, and then they would take it away every now and then. And so here you can see the avatar that is doing everything that she is doing. So it had a violin, obviously, and it was modeled to look like her. And for each song that she played, they were able to completely change the background, completely change her outfit, change all of the visual effects and everything. So it was a really amazing experience. It's the future. It was the future, is exactly what it felt like. So now we reach the most interesting / most disappointing part. So how did I watch this? I had the YouTube stream up just so I could capture those videos, but then also Weave has an app on the Oculus Rift. So here is the Oculus Rift. if you don't know what the Oculus Rift is, it is a VR headset. So if you don't know what a VR headset is, well, essentially there's two screens in here, and you're able to see 3D images as a result of it and live within those worlds. And then there's headphones on the side so you can hear everything that's going on. So what is the disappointing part, you may be asking? Because that was amazing. That was a truly amazing experience. Like here, if we look at this video again, and you see these robots in the crowd here, I was essentially one of those robots. Well, not this, because there was different rooms, I would assume. That this, like, each group only held so many people. And I doubt they were having real people in the one they were broadcasting at. That's a whole other thing. But, so, imagine all of these little robots that are watching are actual people with headsets on watching. That's essentially what it was like for me in my experience. So I was able to essentially look around the entire room and look at the other people and do all sorts of things. So here I have video of that. However, this was my first time ever doing video capture of an Oculus Rift, and I didn't know how to do it exactly. The thing when you're playing an Oculus Rift is on your computer, it does show what you're seeing, and so I used Adobe Captivate to record that. So we'll take a look here, but unfortunately doesn't really center it properly. So there you can see it's not recording all you can see, because all you can see is everything. You can see completely all around you, but it's not the best. There you can see, there she is dancing, and you can see the other people in the area and all that, but not the best that I would hope for in this situation. Oh, also you may be wondering, how do the hands work? Well, here's how the hands work. You have these two controllers, and they control your hands essentially. There's a button under here, like if you need to grab something, you press them, because it's like you're grabbing it. If you need to, your fingers are naturally like this, and if you go like this, it'll bring the fingers down, so your hands are represented by this. So when this is happening, that's what I'm doing. I'm just doing this. So it's a one-to-one of your hands. So let's take a look at another video here, and it's the same thing where it's recording looking down, and the thing is, like, when you're wearing the headset, it's not as shaky as this. It doesn't seem as shaky, so I don't know. It's because it's your natural head movement, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to actually record with the Oculus one of these days, because people have figured out really amazing ways to do it, but I have not yet. But this was a trial run, and it wasn't the best. Let's take a look at another one here. Yeah, again, the same thing. But as you can see in these videos, at least, I hope you can see, just sort of, they did change the environment for every single song, and they changed her outfit for every single song. And yeah, some of them she has like cool trails and stuff. Here you can see I'm patting the head of the person next to me, and then we touch tips, if you will, and yeah, and then here's the last one. This was the last song that she did, which was a new song that hadn't been heard. Well, I think she actually played it at the concert I went to a few weeks ago, but it was one of the new songs off of the new album, which comes out in a few weeks. And yeah, it was a really, really cool experience. You will notice I don't have any of the audio playing on any of these videos, and that is for two reasons. One, I don't want to get copyright claimed. I mean, I don't know that Lindsey Stirling is very litigious about that stuff, and I don't know if she has where things are automatically copyright claimed like Universal Media Group is. well known for doing, or say Disney is. I don't even I don't really know if she has a recording. I think she self publishes everything. So yeah, I just don't. I don't know how it works. So there's that, and then also I had all of the audio going through the headphones of the Oculus, and I didn't think about that fact when I was recording these videos. So it didn't actually capture the audio of it. So that's the other reason. Oh, and I said that it was technically 2 concerts. So how it worked was it started at noon Pacific time, and then they did it for like an hour, and then she was like, okay, so we knew some of you would probably be late to this, so we're going to take like a 10-15 minute break, and then we're going to do it again. So yeah, that's what they did. There was like a 10-15 minute break, and then they started it over again, and when she spoke, it was all, obviously she was still speaking. However, I have a feeling that the actual performances of the songs themselves, those were taken from the first time, because what would happen is when she would finish with the talking parts of the answering the questions and doing the things in between the songs, she would then walk over, and so you could see her avatar, since her avatar was motion capturing everything she was doing. You could see it would walk over and then sit down, and then it would quickly pop back to the front and then do the dancing and everything. So I think the second time she wasn't actually doing, which is perfectly fine, because I mean, in actuality, she wasn't playing the music either. The music was the pre-recordings of the music, but she was doing the motions to it. But I mean, to be fair, it was the first time that this had happened. It was the first time she'd done something like this. I think it was the first time Weave had done something like this. So to add the added element of having to have backing tracks for all of her songs that didn't have the violin on it, and then her playing along with those backing tracks, as well as doing the dancing in the mocap suit, and dealing with all the mocap stuff, and dealing with all the streaming stuff, and dealing with it made perfect sense that they would just use the full tracks and not have her playing along as well. I mean, she was still technically doing all the motions of actually playing, so it was essentially like, so when people lip sync at concerts but they don't have their mic turned on, most times they are still singing. It's just that you can't hear them. So it's kind of like that, I guess, in a way. I don't know. It's the future, man. I went to a virtual concert in the Oculus Rift, and I was able to pat someone on the head that could be anywhere in the world. I mean, what? Is that not enough? Is that not enough future for you? Is that not? I don't know. It was cool. It was a good start to my birthday. And then after that, I went to Disneyland and went to Batuu, which is Star Wars land, and kind of just sat there and soaked it in. And yeah, I don't really have anything from that, but that was fun. That was a good end of it was not busy, that's for sure, because it was a Monday, so there's that. And I don't believe all of the season passes were allowed in that day too. So interesting thing, if you have a season pass and you go to Disneyland on your birthday, when they scan you in, it makes a different sound, because usually when they scan your season pass, it's like bling or something like that. And if it's your birthday, it's like, and then they're like, hey, happy birthday. So, I don't know. That's something. I thought that was interesting. It's not really that technologically difficult to do something like that, but I just thought that was a neat little touch. But anyway, let me know in the comments down below. Have you ever gone to a virtual concert? I mean, technically, you could have gone to a real concert with a virtual star. That is something that is possible. That's Hatsune Miku, who maybe we might talk about sometime on this channel, but it is possible to go to concerts where the person who is performing is not a real person. That is something that can occur in the world that we currently live in. But this was kind of the opposite, where I went to a fake place where a real person was performing. So, kind of the opposite of that. But anyway, let me know in the comments down below. Anything, I guess. I don't know. Just, hey, comments, cool. And while you're down there, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. And if you'd like to see more of the crazy crap that goes on around here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you'd like to help support the crazy crap that goes on around here, go ahead and hit my Patreon. Link is in the description. And with that, have a good however long it is until you watch my next video.